quick leg stretches. Follow me and feel much better. Reach up to the sky, take a deep breath in, stretch it out, and now hinge at the hips, bending down to touch your toes, rounding your back. Take a breath in, flatten your back, and exhale as you round your back. And slowly rise up, pushing into the ground, stretching up to the ceiling. And repeat, bend down at the hips, touch the ground, come up to flat back, round your back, and inhale as you reach up to the sky, reaching over your head. And now hinge down to touch your toes, round your back. Inhale as you flatten your back. Exhale as you round your back. And again, reach all the way up, pushing into the ground. Get down on your hands and knees in front of your chair or ottoman and place one foot on the ottoman and the other knee in front. Now, you should feel a stretch in front of your hip on the side with the bent knee, with the foot resting. Breathe into your diaphragm as you have a stretch into your psoas major and into your rectus femoris. Place your hands back on the ground and change your footing to put the other foot on top of the ottoman and the other knee out in front so that you stretch the other side. Take some deep breaths and try to tilt your pelvis posteriorly so that you really enhance that stretch in the front in your hip flexors. Every stretch should be held for about 6 deep breaths or approximately 30 seconds. Place your hands on the ground and come up to standing. Put your foot on the chair or ottoman in front of you and keep your knees straight and your back straight. You can hold on to the wall for balance and hinge at the hips. You don't need to hinge very far to start to feel the stretch in your hamstrings. In this position, you can rotate your foot right to left to enhance the stretch in different parts of the hamstrings as you feel you need it. Remember, there are 3 different muscles that create the hamstrings. And now bring your foot down and place the other foot up. And keeping your back straight, your knees straight, hinge at the hips until you feel a pull in your hamstrings to the back of your thighs. It should not be anything more intense than a 3 out of 10. And just breathe into the stretch. If you can, with every breath, you can go a little deeper. And lower your leg. And now let's sit ourselves on the ottoman. We're going to do a deep lateral rotator stretch or piriformis. Cross your ankle over your knee. Turn towards the knee that's bent and lean a little bit forward while keeping your back straight. You should feel this in the hip of the leg that is bent with the ankle resting on the opposite knee. Lower your foot and place the other foot, crossing it over the opposite knee. Turn towards your knee and hinge forward just a tiny bit until you'll feel the stretch. Make sure that you can keep your back straight. The goal is to eventually have your lower leg parallel with the ground in this position. Coming to the ground now, we're going to stretch our gluteus maximus. Place your foot beside your knee and that knee, pull it into the opposite shoulder while keeping your back nice and tall, reaching your skull, your head towards the ceiling. You should feel a pull in the gluteus maximus and the hip region on the side that your knee is bent. Switching sides, straighten that leg, place your foot next to your knee, pull your bent knee to the opposite shoulder and rotate towards that side. Keep your spine nice and tall and straight. Again, you should be feeling that stretch in the gluteus maximus, so it's sort of in your hip region on the side of the knee that's bent. Coming to standing, let's stretch our quads. Kick your heel up towards your butt and make sure that your knees are in line. making sure that your back is straight and you're not arching at your back to compensate for any restrictions. You should feel the stretch in the front of your thigh. Lower your foot, and now let's stretch the other side, kicking that heel up towards your butt, holding your foot with your hand. Make sure your knees are in line, your back is neutral, and you're standing tall, and the stretch is felt in the front of your thigh, into your vastus lateralis, vastus medialis, and vastus intermedius. And that's it. Thank you for stretching with me.